That's nice.
He works on his puns.
#1 in 43 countries already.
That's huge.
Yeah, the support's been absolutely incredible. Obviously, like any process like this, you are nervous to a certain degree, you know, and especially for me, stepping out of my comfort zone a little bit and going out on my own with Steve. So, yeah, the support and the reaction has been incredible. Very thankful, yeah.
Are you surprised by the love and support?
I mean, I've never been through this kind of like speed of yeah. I mean, it just I remember when we you know, we got rushed onto the X Factor stage. I mean, we didn't plan on having it come out so early, so we dropped it. We were like, we have to drop it when we debut on X Factor, and everything just started happening like so fast. And I didn't know what the One Direction fans were like until that day, until that night, and then I started seeing the flurry of the tweets and the social media going crazy. It was incredible to see and be a part of.
That was a big thing that we were talking about too, because you both come from very different music backgrounds with the One Direction fans. And Steve, I mean, your fan base is pretty huge too. But between the two, have you noticed anything a little bit crazier, like about Louis and the One Direction fans, or vice versa? Have you noticed anything crazy about those Stevie Aoki?
Well, yeah, exactly. I was saying before, I think the concept of being desperate to be caked is fascinating to me. And you look at these girls, and literally, you make the night by just covering them in cake. It's pretty genius. I would like to cake someone at some point.
Yeah, we're definitely gonna do that. We're definitely gonna do that.
I love it. So you've yet to be caked.
I've yet to be caked.
Or cake somebody.
I'm going to cake somebody if that's all right. Yeah.
Steve can teach you.
Claiming it.
I love it.
He's got the throw down.
Yeah, there's an art to caking someone.
Yeah.
You know?
Steve's actually kicked me twice before, and we made a huge mistake. I don't know if you remember this, Steve. This is maybe about a year and a half ago. I made the mistake that we had our homie Javi from Patterson, who makes our cakes, from Luscious Cakes. He made our cake a day before. So we put it in the fridge.
Yeah, that's not.
So it stayed overnight.
You can't do that.
And then when Steve got here in the morning to do the morning show on 92.3 Amp Radio, it was so hard, bro. It was like getting hit by a brick. It was like, bah.
I'm surprised you didn't break your nose. That was intense.
That's why my nose curves like this now, bro.
Okay.
How to wake you up? The morning show. You know, I saw you a little tired.
I miss you now, bro. That's how Nina wakes you up every morning now, with a brick. Bro, super stoked for you guys. And I know how you guys were super stoked about being on the Tonight Show. Tell us about what was the most epic thing about that experience. I know you've always wanted to be on that, Steve.
Yeah, I mean, just being in the green room, it all like kind of hit me like, holy shit! I've been watching this show since I was a little kid. You know, all the different hosts and the just processing how fast things are going with this song. You need time to sit and realize what's really happening. And that's when I was like, shit, we're backstage, just about to go on. I can't believe this is really happening. This is, we're going to be on the Tonight Show. And it's our first televised debut of the song, too. So
U.S., yeah.
In the U.S.
Louis, how is it different doing all the promotion, radio, TV, internet, etc.? How is it different for you now doing it without the 1D crew and doing it on your own, and also with Steve, though? How is it different? What do you miss from it? What you don't miss?
In all honesty, it feels completely different in the majority of the aspects, to be honest. I had a certain level of comfort when I was with the boys, and that's kind of the way that I entered this world. And now, to a certain degree, it does feel like kind of starting again and doing things, on my own, which is like even from an interview sense, normally there's a big group of us. So it helps kind of having, Steve there throughout this process, because it kind of breaks the ice for me before I go on and do my own stuff. But yeah, it's cool.
That's dope. Steve, I want to talk to you about, I don't think it aired on the show, on the Tonight Show, but you did like a web thing for them. There's this epic story about a crazy-ass fan of yours that literally converted into like Spider-Man at one of your shows.
Yeah, it's like.
Can you enlighten us on that a little more?
It's as if, like, see the truss on the top holding the lights?
Yeah.
So let's say, like, that was 15 feet up higher and someone just climbing up there. I mean, upside down, from the back of the rig all the way to the front. And there's not much you could do but just watch. And
That's crazy.
security was, like, trying to pull him down, but they couldn't get to him.
Right.
And he climbed all the way to about here and then just gave me this high five and then climbed out to the crowd and then, and then got swallowed by the crowd.
And then he goes, boom,
And I
gone.
see him like just charging
Hell yeah.
afterwards, just he's just amped.
That's epic. How does
Go
it feel to have
ahead.
Spider-Man as one of your biggest fans? Legit.
Yeah, that was I still remember it was years ago, so it's like definitely one of those epic moments.
That's that example of those crazy fans.
Louis, what's been the craziest thing a fan has done to try to get close to you or the 1D crew? Like to try to get close to you guys, kind of like that, like climbing upside down.
Amazing.
Well, actually, one time a fan did storm the stage. Yeah, that was interesting.
Yeah.
a few times.
Yeah. Other than that, one thing that always sticks out in my mind, genuinely, there was a fan that was waiting, like hiding inside a bin, like a garbage.
Like a trash can.
Yeah, a trash can. There we go. Thank you. I needed the translation.
What's that Sesame Street character that chills?
Oscar.
Exactly. Yeah, that was pretty crazy. Yeah.
That's awesome,
She
bro.
didn't smell great.
Now, when you guys perform on stage, she didn't smell great. Is what you said?
No.
Hi, can I get a hug? Well,
She didn't think that. She didn't think that all the way through.
now if somebody storms the stage, you have ammunition. You have cakes to throw at them.